Ninth standard English term 2 supplementary 1 The Cat and the Painkiller. It is an extract from the Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Okay, now we shall go for the story. A note about the novel. There is a small note about the novel. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is a novel about a young man, Tom Sawyer, growing up along the Mississippi River at St. Petersburg. So, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is a novel. It is a novel written by a young boy, Tom Sawyer. He is writing the novel about himself, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Growing up along the Mississippi River at St. Petersburg. So, in the St. Petersburg, in the Mississippi River at St. Petersburg, he is growing there. Tom Sawyer lives with his Aunt Polly and his brother Sid. So he is living with his Aunt Polly and his brother Sid. He is up to all sorts of mischief. So he is a very mischievous boy. But very cleverly he escapes from the punishment that are given to him. But very cleverly he will escape from all the punishments whichever is given to him. He finds school life miserable. He don't like his school life always. But after Becky Thacker's arrival in town, he is a bit happy to go to school. After his friend Becky Thacker's, so you can see here some picture is given. Maybe that girl. Becky Thacker's arrival in town, he is a bit happy to go to school. He feels better to go to school after the new friend's arrival. Even that happiness does not long, as Becky's fall ill and does not come to school for a long time. So that happiness also does not last very long. In a short period, Becky falls ill and she does not come to school for a very long time. Bored of school, Tom with his best friends Joe Harper and Huck runs away to an island in the Mississippi called Jackan's Island to become a pirate. So he feels his school life is very bored, and with his school friends named Joe Harper and Huck. So with these friends, he ran to a island in the Mississippi called Jackan's Island. The name of the island in the Mississippi is called Jackan's Island to become a pirate. Pirate means you all know Kadarkolayargal. People in their hometown think that they are dead. But to the pleasant shock of everyone, they arrive at their own funeral. So funeral means and the irudi chadangu. So everybody thought in the hometown means in their village they thought they were dead because all the three were not there. They are searching everywhere. They could not find them anywhere. So they all thought that somewhere they went and they were dead. Everybody, those three. But to the pleasant shock of everyone, they arrive at their own funeral. When they are doing the funeral, they all three came back to the hometown. The Cat and the Painkiller is one of the episodes of Tom Sawyer where we find him playing pranks on his Aunt Polly, who loves him very much but does not show her love outwardly in order to make Tom a good boy. His Aunt Polly likes him very much. He loves his boy very much, but he does not show outward, because if she shows her love, he will not become a good boy. He will do all mischievous things and wrong things, and he will not obey anybody. So The Cat and the Painkiller is one of the episodes of Tom Sawyer where we find him playing pranks on Aunt Polly. So it is a episode of Tom Sawyer. So it is an episode of Tom Sawyer where we find him playing pranks on his Aunt Polly. So with the Aunt Polly he is doing this, and she does not show her love outwardly because to make Tom a good boy. Okay, shall we go for the story? Okay. Now Becky Hather, his friend, had stopped coming to school. This disturbed Tom. He became unhappy. The charm of life was gone. There was nothing but burden left. But he put his hope away and his bad. There was no joy in them anymore, and so his Aunt Polly was concerned. She was infatuated with patent medicines and all new methods of producing health and or mending it. She was an incredible experimenter in these things. So Becky Hathor, his friend, had stopped coming to school. As we saw before, Becky Hathor, his friend, after his friends comes only, he feel better to go to school. But when she stopped coming to school, he was fully disturbed. Who? Tom. He became unhappy. So he was very much unhappy. The charm of life was gone. So he was very unhappy and he feel very sad. He left everything in his life. There was nothing bad bored and left. So everything was bored in his life. He put his hoop away and his bat. There was no joy in them anymore, and so his Aunt Polly was concerned. So he put everything. He is not feeling joy. He was feeling very bad, and Aunt Polly was concerned means she is also feeling very sad about Tom. She was infatuated with patent medicines and all new methods of producing health or mending it. So she is doing something new things, some medicines she is buying and new type of producing health or mending it. She is after taking bath, she is wiping everything and she is doing everything. Some medicines are given, but it does not give a good result. She was in incapable experiment in these things. She was getting a good result. She began to try all manners of remedies on Tom. She is trying all method of treatments, but it does not give a good result. The water treatment was new now, and the Tom's low condition was a windfall to her. So she is doing everything, water bath and whatever she wants she is doing, but it does not give a good result. She had him out at daylight every morning, stood by him up in the woodshed and drowned him in cold water. So she is making him to stand in the sunlight every morning, and she is in the shed also. She is making him to stand, drowned him in cold water. She is drowning him in the cold water, and then rubbed him hard down with a towel like a file. So file is nothing but aram. So if an iron is getting rusted means we will we'll rub with the file and it will be good. So like that she is doing after taking bath. She is rubbing with him with a towel like a file. That much hard she is rubbing and making him heat. Then she rolled him with a wet towel and put him away under blankets. Then she is she is rolling him with a towel and she is keeping under the blanket to keep him warm. Yet, notwithstanding all this, the boy grew more and more sad and pale. By doing all these, taking all these cares also, this boy is now growing more and more sad and pale. He is becoming very pale and dejected. She added hot baths, sit baths, shower baths and plunges. Whatever bath she is doing, she is giving hot bath, shower bath, whatever bath she is doing and doing everything, but it does not result her good. The boy remained bored. Whatever she do, he is remained bored. She began to assess the water with a slim oatmeal diet and blister blaster. She is changing the milk, she is giving a good bath, she is doing more treatments, but everything fails her. She calculated his capacity and filled him with every day with quacules. She is thinking whichever is making very quickly, whichever it will cure him, but everything she is daily calculating his capacity. How is his capacity? If we do like this, what will happen? If we do like that, what will happen? She is thinking. He became fed up and he thought over various plans of relief and finally hit upon the professing to fond of painkiller. So she is thinking, he is thinking, if we do like this means it is not giving good result. If we doing that means if it is not giving good result. But always he is having some pain in his body. He is not feeling good. He is very much bored. So now he is fond of painkiller. He asked for it so often that he became a nuisance, and his aunt ended by telling him to help himself and quit bothering her. So he is always asking about the started to ask about the painkiller. He is eager to eat the painkiller because if he ate the painkiller, it is not good to have more painkiller. But if he eat one or two on that time, nothing will be happen. Like the body pain, nothing will be happen means the body pain will go off. But we should not take often the painkiller. She found that the medicine did really diminish, but it did not occur to her that the boy was mending the health of her crack in the sitting room floor with it. But it is very wrong to do so. One day, Tom was in the act of dosing the crack with the aunt's cat Peter came along furring, eyeing the teaspoon greedily and begging for a taste. Tom said, "Don't ask for it unless you want it, Peter." So the painkiller tastes good. They are asking again and again for the painkiller to the aunt. But Peter signified that he did want it. You better make sure. Peter was sure. So she is telling that if you want to beg, Peter signified that he did want it. He is telling everybody everything every day. I want it. I want it. I want it. You better make sure. She is telling. You better make sure and ask me. Peter was sure. Now you have asked for it, and I'll give it to you because there ain't anything mean about me. But if you find you don't like it, you mustn't blame anybody but your own self. She is telling, you are asking me and I'm giving this to you. You must not blame anybody thereafter if anybody asks about this. Peter was agreeable, so Tom opened his mouth and poured down the painkiller. Peter sprang a couple of yards in the air and then delivered a war whoop and set off round and round the room, banging against furniture, upsetting flower pots and making general confusion. So he is agreeing on them and that, and he is taking the painkiller and eating and doing something rubbish there. Okay children, I think this is enough today, and we'll see the next part in the next class. Thank you.